Today we will determine the meanings of similes and metaphors. Your task is to read the sentence and determine which is the best meaning based on the simile or metaphor that's being used. Let's learn with an example. Before we begin, let's review similes and metaphors in our notes under Key Idea. Similes and metaphors are figures of speech that compare two things that are not actually alike. A simile compares two things by saying that one is like the other. Similes often use the word like or as. Here's some examples. My sister runs like a cheetah. The sister's running and a cheetah's running are compared using the word like. The cheetah is known for running fast, so the simile means that the sister also runs fast. The cat's fur was as dark as the night. The cat's fur and the night are compared using the word as. The night is dark, so the simile means that the cat's fur is also dark. A metaphor compares two things by saying that one of them is the other. Unlike similes, metaphors don't use the word like or as. The snow formed a blanket over the town. The snow and a blanket are compared without the word like or as. A blanket is a large piece of cloth that completely covers a bed. The metaphor makes the reader imagine that the snow becomes a blanket covering the town completely. Using similes and metaphors in your writing can help you create an interesting picture for the reader. Let's now look up here at our example. What is the meaning of the simile? Just as a spider spins its web, Mrs. Yamada knitted a beautiful scarf. Is the meaning of the simile that Mrs. Yamada knitted with great skill and care, or that Mrs. Yamada knitted a spider pattern on her scarf? What I have to do is determine what I am comparing here. It says that Mrs. Yamada knitted a beautiful scarf, and she did it just like a spider spins its web. It's the action of knitting the scarf and the action of spinning the web that I'm comparing here, not necessarily the pattern of the scarf. Because we're comparing the way in which Miss Yamada knitted her scarf and the way in which a spider spins its web, I think that the meaning of this simile is that it's been knitted with great skill and care. Because I know that spiders have to use great skill to spin their webs, and it takes great skill to knit a scarf. Let's check our answer in the solution section. To figure out the meaning of a simile, think about Miss Yamada's knitting, about what Miss Yamada's knitting might have in common with a spider's spinning. Spiders are known for carefully weaving elegant webs with great skill. So the simile means that Mrs. Yamada knitted with great skill and care. Remember, as you're working, if you're confused, click Learn with an Example and review the notes.